Well, it's an early start here. Yeah, it's early enough. It's 8 o'clock in the morning on our way to Ollie's Ball Tournament. Now, this does mean that I will not be going to... This does mean... All right, we'll go to the park. Shh. This does mean that I won't be attending the Burton Fair today, but I had talked with Justin Irvine, and he'll be happy to fill in with the Trotters. Now, we're going to give Case Bateson, I believe, the kid that he worked for us for the last month. Really nice kid, trying to get his foot in the door, and I had a long discussion with him on the track and in the barn the other day about how... Hey... about how difficult it is to break into horse racing and how tough it is for a kid not having the support system of, say, I know that Case's dad is involved with horse racing, but not having a stable behind you, how difficult it was and how hard it was for myself, my brother Mark. And even though James and a lot of the other young drivers like Scotty or Dougie had that support system, it's still very, very difficult to break in. You heard it with Lauren the other day also, and you know, we want to try and help out as much as we can, and I think Victor Cruz is a great horse too. It looks like, again, I can only see the lifetime mark and the money made, but one horse in that race with Victor Cruz looks like a bit of a standout. Aside from him, like I said, it really should be pretty push button. Victor's pretty easy to drive, and if he gets up to win, great. And if he doesn't, fine. Just don't put yourself in trouble where you're battling it out with a horse that maybe is a little tougher than him. So I want to give Case a chance to drive Victor Cruz, and I think Justin Irvine already drove the toughest one we know is Sweet on Pete, and Justin's already got her around a fair. Purple Aura, I mean, Amy, Ava, Addie, all he could drive, and a little trickier. A little trickier.
No, not you. I can drive.
Okay, you both can drive.
Yeah.
You both can drive. A little tricky is Whispering Song, which he's coming off a good mile, and I think, I think Justin will get on really, really well with her. So, much more important for me to go to Ollie's baseball game. We're getting into the time of year now. I'm not without my work today. Not without my work today. We got the Ontario Select sale. Gonna do a little follow up in the Goshen sale. I'm not actually going to the Goshen sale. There's only 5 horses I like in the sale, but we'll have a couple of people on the ground having a look-see for us. And then I know there may not be a lot of people out there interested in the Illinois sale. Final goes for $140 next week if Rosita's Dream gets in tonight. So I keep saying to everybody, I like to have our horses ever, same as when we had horses in Delaware or anywhere else. I like to keep our foot in the door pretty near everywhere. And as I said to Jim and a couple, we do have a handful of strictly Illinois clients that live. I know, but I'm talking to the people, so you have to be. What do you do when I'm doing my video? What do you do?
Hey, Mom.
She doesn't get it.
Yeah. What?
Okay, iPad in a minute now. Shushies. So, not as I said, we have a number of Illinois clients also that want to stay involved, and although we're not going to buy 5-10 horses, we won't buy 5 or 10 horses. We might buy 1 or 2. There was one horse in particular really caught my eye on the video. Now, I look through a lens a little bit different than other people. I look at how much will this horse go for. I'm not looking for the best, flashiest horse in the sale. I'm looking for maybe a first crop sire, maybe some pedigree in the middle and the end that we know of, or some money hidden in the page. Nice video, things of that nature. There's 2 that I narrowed down on. Jim and I are going to talk a little bit more about that today. I haven't been not doing my homework. I have gone through the Ontario, the entire Ohio sale. The entire sale I've gone through. I know all the horses I like. I know, now again, got to see the horses. You guys know the drill. Got to see the horses at the sale. Got to put my hands on them, look at them. And from my preliminary findings, let's say, I would say I have a top 5 list. 5 horses I really like. A couple of horses really surprised me when looking at their pedigree page, then looking at the video, then going back and looking at that page again. 2 or 3 of those horses on that list really, really surprised me, but that's the way it is every year. The Lexington sale, I'm going to dive into that a little bit today. I know that John and Jim, Steve, a bunch of our clients are eager, and Rob are super eager to look at this Lexington sale. This is going to be a focal point of our entire purchasing year, is going to be Lexington. Yes, we have Harrisburg, we have a number of other sales, but Lexington seems super strong this year. From what I can see, looking over the pages quickly, it looks like Lexington has got a really strong book. So as I said, it's going to be a focal point of the stable.ca in 2022 heading into 2023. I'm going to dive into that a little bit today. Got my iPad with me, got lots of homework to do. It's an hour drive to Orangeville, that's where the tournament is. I'll be there all day long. I would say by the time I'm done all the games, well, I already know what I want to do in Illinois. I think it just comes down to what Jim thinks and when he sees the horses. Goshen, I'm going to have another little look-see again, but I already know what I like in the Goshen sale. There's about 4 or 5. I think most of you that have looked at that Goshen sale know which one of the horses is on our list. There's one horse that jumps out kind of on that list, and then I have not even looked at the Ontario Select yet. This is the win-back sale, I believe, as we call it. It's got how many horses in it? Jesus, only 50 or so. Looks like there's only about 54.
There's the London sales.
Yeah, we haven't seen that. 53 yet. I'm going to pull up... Adeline, shh. I'm going to pull up the London sale also on my iPad, get looking at that. But that one's after Lexington. Anything Lexington and before, I will have a firm grip on by the end of the day. After Lexington, we'll have a look after Lexington. And I guess this is after Lexington. No,
It depends what we
no, it's
get.
before. It's true. So a lot of work to be done today. A lot of work has been done thus far. But I also want to talk about last night. Man, what an impressive trip by Red Overbach. He missed the gate. I know that Jody and Dominic have been Jody knows this horse very, very, very well. His father and him owned the horse. I think he owned a piece, so I'm not sure, but I know Carl did. Anthony Hahn trained it. Then you guys know the story of Red Overbach. Dave Maneri got it and then put it back on gate. We ended up getting Red Overbach. And Dominic and Jody have done an absolutely tremendous job with this horse. And he missed the gate, but he still won the race. I know James wishes he had missed the gate by another half a length or so, because that's all he needed to get out with Renegade Gypsy. He was awesome too. And then Adrenaline Rush, I think there was a little miscommunication. I thought Debbie was going to put him back in for 17. In for 15 is fine. He was second. He was second because one horse made a break. The other horse ran off. It'll either be Grand River on Wednesdays or Mohawk. I guess they go for a little more money, but he's got to win. He's got to get that job done. Are they going to leave that horse back in? Who claimed that horse last night? Mitch Tierney did. So I imagine he'll put him right back in. Anyway, we'll try him back in there, leave him in there, and race him until somebody wants him, as we know. So that is what went on last night. Just so much going on today. We have the fair today. What else do we have going on today at that?
We're moving all of our horses today.
We're moving all our horses today, but what? Not all of them, most of them. And what about at the track tonight? Is there anybody racing at Mohawk tonight? I don't know. Well, either way, we have the fairs. We have other stuff going on. Where's your phone? Why don't you check? We're gonna pull that. Make it so. So Friday we're definitely at the fairs. Amy's gonna check and see what we have on the rest of the day. And then the rest of the weekend, man, is just a roller coaster. We have the Meadows on Saturday. We have Locatelli and some other horses racing on Saturday night. We have Sunday, Philadelphia. We have Monday, Poconos. The next time I leave Ontario will be to go to the Poconos on Monday. I have some other stuff going on next week. We have the Grassroots on Wednesday. We have Swinging Senorita on Thursday. A lot going on throughout the week. Now, what's it say? Oh, Kings County. I knew there was a horse racing today. That was very important. Kings County's going to hook on with Jujubee today in a prep for the Charlie Hill next week. It's lost upon a lot of us maybe that you aren't involved with Kings County. But for those of you who are not involved with Kings County is one of the best horses in Ohio right now. He's been ferocious the last little while in Ohio, and super excited to see what they're going to do with him. They're not going to bottom him out today. before the Charlie Hill, but neither are they gonna bottom out Jujubee. So it'll be a great race today, but it'll be an incredible race next week. Rosita's Dream is racing today, and all the horses at the fair. Then tomorrow we have Will to Win Hanover racing in the Consolation. That's quite the story I told the other day. Taiwan On is going to race in the $253,000 final. What are her odds? I wonder. 12 to 1. She qualified. Great. Per Lucky is racing at Hoosier Park tomorrow night. Locatelli is racing at Mohawk. And how could we forget? See, I'm glad you pulled it up. Horse on the bottom of the list. Sintra is in tomorrow night. Got the rail. We tried to sneak him in an easier class, but they were having none of that. So he's in where he belongs, though. He's racing good. So Sintra's in tomorrow, and then Sunday we got Spitfire Overseas, Crantini, Carter, Michael Dio, Slim Jimmy is racing also. So a full stakes bracket on Sunday, and then Monday we got Tailgate Buzz and Austral Hanover racing in the Consolation thus far, and we have some horses at Mohawk also. They all seem to draw 10 hole for Yes. Who else drew 10? There was another horse.
The Hell horse.
Oh yeah, How the Hell drew 10. White Tigers in drew 2. So lots of racing, lots going on. But for today, it's all about baseball and sale catalogs. I'm gonna watch my boy play and get a lot of homework done. As I said, gone through the entire Ohio sale catalog. My preliminary report is prepared. I have my top 5 list heading in, but that always changes when you get a look at the horses. So with that, I'll let you guys go. I hope you have a great start to your day. It has been a great start to ours. Take care.